elected attorney general.
No, you were.
But please put the word out.
You were.
I thought that was Roland Burks.
When my ego come out here when they announce it over the radio, let them know that they don't have their facts.
That's right. Yeah.
And also you got to deal with even the lieutenant governor. For 2 years, I was not only a comptroller of the state, but I was a lieutenant governor of Illinois. If something had happened to Jim Thompson from 1981 to 1983, I would have become governor of the state.
Really?
People do not know the history.
Well, that's when the governor ran. He could be ran separately.
No. That's when the governor had his lieutenant governor. The lieutenant governor resigned, so we had no lieutenant governor.
Oh, you would have moved up from attorney general to become right. Yeah.
You had to be an elected official. The attorney general was appointed. That was Todd Fainer. The secretary of state was appointed by Thompson, which was Jim Edgar, and so they could not ascend to the governorship.
Right.
So the Lieutenant Governor Association had contacted me to be a part of their operation, as well as state controller. I would have ascended to the governorship, but since he was a Republican governor, he wasn't going to be consulting with me with anything. But if something had happened to Jim Thompson between 1981 and 83, I would have become governor of Illinois. and people don't know that history. And so we could say for our distinguished black lieutenant governor who's just been elected, that she was the first black elected lieutenant governor. Okay, we got to keep history straight.
Keep history straight. Let's get that over there at Oakwood. Let's put that up there. You got everything else up there.
Yeah, that too. Lieutenant Governor of the United States.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Thanks, Senator. Let me say this because I just want to piggyback on Pam's situation or her comments about black business people. And yes, black business people in this city that feed from the troughs of our government have a responsibility for making sure that our government is equitably working on behalf of our communities. Absolutely. But let me just say this to Pam, is that we have black business people here who have their own self-interest and are cowardly when it comes to standing up to saying to government, wait a minute, this is not right. We have to have better deals cut for the black community. That is going to take the collective of us, Pam, to do that and to hold these people, these new people that are elected. And I believe that we have to have a radical shift. We have to take a radical takeover of the Democratic Party. I'm not saying we have to create another party, and I'm not saying we need to be jumping to any other party. I just think that the Democratic Party as we know it today is completely out of touch, and we have to have a radical takeover of that party and a radical reshaping of the focus of the party.
And I think the way to do that is by coming out in numbers voting, because if you have numbers, that scares politicians. It gets their attention. But if you have an aldermanic race and you got a 14% turnout,
there's no question. Listen, we have
big numbers.
Well, they're talking about this so-called Blackset in Chicago that is going. Let me tell you something. The voting totals in Chicago from 2015 to now has moved up 700,000 people. In every one of our wards, we have moved up in voting numbers, not down. So we need to create our own.
Quick, let me get these last two callers. Cliff, quickly.
We make an assessment that in my neighborhood, and people that know about elections knows that Michael Madigan is the real governor and a lieutenant general because he influences them. So Michael Madigan, that's the man you got to deal with. Can you comment on it? I really would appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, there are two things. You have Ed Burke here in the city, who is, for all intents and purposes, the Michael Madigan.
He's the most powerful man of the city.
And Michael Madigan in the
state legislature.
Now, both of those guys are neighbors in terms of their district. We need to do something about supporting someone to take that office.
Which office are you referring to?
Michael Madigan and Ed Burke, both.
Well, Ed Burke's in trouble. He's got Hispanic, and Hispanic's going to take that.
Well, and he's got Ed Burke. His numbers have recently gone up. His ward has about 20,000 registered voters in it, which is a pretty low number. But being the most powerful person in the council.
All right. Well, that's I mean, he's got to be an alderman to be head of the Finance Committee. Anyway, folks, thanks for listening. Sorry we didn't get to all of the callers, but we always have a little heated discussion. Sorry, I had a terrible coughing spell.
It's good for progress.
Good for progress. So turn out those numbers. If you have the numbers, you'll get the attention of all the elected officials. Anyway, on this, again, happy Veterans Day to everybody and all of you veterans out there. And on this November 11th, 2018, on behalf of Mark Wallace and myself, that's the way of the world, on another edition of the Borges Report. Have a great week.
President remembers. Deadly fires in California. I'm Christopher Cruz. President Trump spoke moments ago at a cemetery in France where hundreds of Americans are buried. He spoke on this, the 100-year anniversary of the end of World War I.
They held the line and pushed onward to victory. It was a great, great victory. Costly victory, but a great victory. Never knowing if they would ever again see their families or ever again hold their loved ones.
An earlier commemoration with 130 world leaders went off late because of rain. They missed the moment when the armistice was signed, the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, November 11th. 1918. At least 23 people are dead, 110 missing in Butte County in Northern California after a wildfire roared through the town of Paradise. Thousands of homes have been destroyed. A huge fire is burning in Southern California, threatening expensive homes.
Here at the Woolsey Fire, the air attack includes rotary and fixed-wing aircraft, including the Super Scoopers from Canada and the giant air tankers dropping Phoscheck ahead of the flames, trying to slow them down.
And we feel that we have ample amount of resources today, in particular as it relates to aircraft, to do perimeter control.
How much control, though, is the question. There's only so much daylight for these planes to make their runs. At the Camp Fire in Northern California, it's the same. A rush against time and Mother Nature. Jim Roop, Los Angeles.
Elections workers in Florida are not resting today. They're recounting ballots by machine as ordered by the Secretary of State. Correspondent Ryan Nobles is covering.
Those races both going to an automatic recount, as is the state's agriculture commissioner race, which is also a statewide official race. So there'll be 3 big statewide recounts here.
The unofficial margins of victory in the U.S. Senate and governor's races are within 0.5% or less. I'm Christopher Cruz.
There's nothing small about your business. Your passion, your hours, your reputation, it's all huge. Your partnerships, even bigger. With Dell Small Business Technology Advisors, you'll get the tech, advice, and one-on-one partnership to help your business grow. Because with reliable Dell PCs with Intel Core processors, you can focus on what matters most, getting business done. Call 877-BUY-DELL to speak with an advisor today. That's 877-BUY-DELL. An opening at your company means more than just finding an employee. You're looking for a fit, a match. Robert Half understands that. We know you need someone who can do the work, someone who complements your culture. And of course, you need that someone fast. When it all comes together, it makes for a perfect fit. Satisfaction guaranteed. Robert Half, the matching experts in accounting, finance, IT, legal, marketing, and administrative staffing. Visit roberthalf.com/radio for more information.
It's bigger than Black Friday and Cyber Monday combined. It's called Singles Day, and Chinese retailers are loving the results.
Now in its 10th year, Singles Day started as an anti-Valentine's Day when students at one Chinese university decided to celebrate the fact they were single by purchasing gifts for themselves online. It turned out to be a windfall for retailers. This year, shoppers spent more than $14 billion within the first 2 hours of the online buying frenzy on Alibaba, which has been described as a similar shopping platform to Amazon. Last year, when the dust settled, China spent over $25 billion on Singles Day. I'm Carrie Shoemaker.
2 major studies published in the New England Journal of Medicine show some people benefit from taking fish oil. Researchers found that a prescription-strength fish oil lowered heart problems and heart deaths among people with high triglycerides. I'm Christopher Cruz.
The national debt is now over $20 trillion. What happens next? Rising inflation, drops in the dollar's value. Some experts say another crash is coming. You can fight this, not with stocks or bonds, but with gold and silver coins in an IRA from Augusta Precious Metals. Call 855-858-5807 and learn how an IRA backed by physical gold and silver can hedge against inflation. Call Augusta Precious Metals right now at 855-858-5807 and get a free gold IRA guide. Call 855-858-5807.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit beefy, or even with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Affordable term life insurance is out there. Call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-481-1458. 800-481-1458 or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too.
Medley's new and improved secure heated storage located at 7001 South Chicago Avenue. New location, but same great price, same great service. Call Medley at their new number, 773-643-0000. Medley has been serving the Chicagoland area for over 25 years. They built their business on satisfied customers. So if you need secure heated storage, try Medley's new and improved storage. Give my good friend Medley a call at their new number, 773-643-0000. Medley is ready and waiting to serve you. Tell Medley Cliff Kelly told you to call. Medley's new number, 773-643-0000. That's 773-643 and 4 zeros.
This is a court-ordered notice. Current and former Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury owners or lessees can receive payments and other benefits from a legal settlement related to allegedly defective Takata airbags in their vehicles. To see if your vehicle is included and to file a claim, go to autoairbagsettlement.com or call 1-888-735-5596. That's autoairbagsettlement.com or 1-888-735-5596.
Shakespeare's greatest romantic comedy, Twelfth Night, imagines a world where up is down, hot is cold, and love is not always what it seems. When Viola is shipwrecked on an unfamiliar shore, presuming her twin brother drowned in the wreck, she disguises herself as a man to secure a job with the local Duke, Orsino. Crossed wires, crossed purposes, crossed garters abound, leading to a final scene of revelations that allows almost everyone to live happily ever after. Don't miss 12th Night at Writers Theater in Glencoe, just minutes away from downtown Chicago on the Edens or Metra. For information, visit writerstheater.org.
Gobble, 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 gobble. Go turkey, it's your big day. You know we gon' party like it's your big day. We gon' eat real hardy like it's your big day. And you know we don't eat no that cause it's your big day. When I pull up to the table, see the turkey on dubs. Let it marinate, ain't nowhere to dry rub. At the dinner table, everybody showing love. On the winner turkey, so be on me to listen up. WVON Turkey Race starting November 12th. Sponsored by Dr. Willie Wilson and Hales number 88 on 35th Street. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
It's WVON's 4th annual South Suburban Jazz Crawl, and it's headed to the Southland November 16th through the 18th for our